My good people, I'm just coming back to you. Those in Uganda anyway. Because, we pick up so much news. Feeds and all that. Of course we check on whatever, Ugandan content and all that. And I wasn't pretty much paying attention. Why would you hearing SOBI? What's this kind of once, because this has picked up a lot of traffic. It's like in the media, mainstream. Everybody, no, hold on a minute. You make up the person. Hold on a minute. Oh, what a guy you PADDY. Kakati mbazayo. Right now, I'm in the memory lane. I'm bringing you things way back from the past and things like that, Twa kuba echoes. I think for between the echoes, gave them Club Clouds. Where Club Clouds had been a very famous club during the 80s. I think abasika basingo jigendanga Club Clouds tugenda Clouds kunkuruma. Then I think it closed. Then it opens around 87. One generation yafe tujiyingira echoes eyo. Kubanga yatutumuka nnyo. So 88 ndi mu senior 1. Nzomu always nzera mbagamba mbeera ku bikimu abatandika Viga twagitanga Viga tuva mu ssomero. It was a kind of a freedom pass with the excuse nti ogenda mu coaching ewarugujjo we Makerere campus. Now we are story, you guys. So come echoes nga echinya bwe twakiyita okusooka 88 nga buli mwana buli ssomero kiisi boarding school kiisi day school naye abaasinga okujjumbira initially gali masomero ga mu Kampala awo abaana b'erubiri old Kampala Kololo. We're talking of 88. Nagara bajje bave nange daring side bawulize video na bategere. Kakati nze nyingira echoes mu 88 December holidays. Ngamaze okuwulya because back then tuwali social media ngeyo olwaleero people sit down and kind of post things, share things. You heard from word of mouth ate ng'ebigambo byatambulanga. You know what I mean? Hey. So, tugenda maaso 889 coined Kegus the king of the dance floor. Well, but then the mukola so storyline and but them following us since ngamba bam preempting from the debutante dancing troupe labateka tiwefuna breakthrough ku into ebidala tebidi unfortunate SOBI. I wouldn't say nti yali mu traditional schools. Chentegeza masomero agaliwo ebiseera ebyo. We had like Smart, Budo, Namiriango, I don't think it was in those schools. Either Rubiri, Kolole SSC, or Bamasomera Malago Nag, Amsomero Galmanji, we had 2-tier systems. We had the secondary, then we had the Mukajuke Masomerago, Agagabaitaga comprehensive. Negabaitanga modern. You guys don't remember these things. So Botagendanga Mugana Gayu Nebwa Maroon just selection then you had the option for the day schools, which were the secondary SS, whatever, and then the other schools. So Mbazayo echoes. Wanga echoes yalina meaning inti generation yingirawo of age, teenage, yali window into what was coming. So vigor nizitandika okumanya echoes yakuba nga kajjula ne kabimba ne siri neetuyana waggulu ng'amazzi gayiika bannange yembanyumiza gyebiri eno emboozi ba DJ nga bali mu booth kiku kakati mbazayo ku mboozi ya SOBI oyo yali mukwano gwange nnyo era he was one of the bayite ba patrons ba Panthers abajjange nnyo tuli bavubuka tuli 15 16 17 when komanze because after 17 18 ndi mu A-level okudda mu echoes nali nkola because katunga efuse Horizons, they have changed the name to Horizons kya obali bampadde n'omulimu. Remember nabagambye bya school fees zange nti I was paying for my school fees kati olindira ba MC Jazz Matovu ba Alex Ndaula ya design nga posters tuli naye nga ba DJ ne show kati ne DJ Jim, DJ Shock, DJ Ronnie, Alex Ndaula walinga kati of course n'abajjanga bana abaana bali mu generation yange ba Shanksy bandi bonna nga bayitirawo ne bajja ne babawamu ne bakuba chuma ne ba spin naye nze nga nze ndiko dance floor abagamba nti gwe wachi tuwakolanga bintu byonna bikolagana echoes. No, nasimulanga mayinja. I used to clean the LPs. Kakati olne bampamu kone ku maiki ne just shout out. Nenga my interest was always on the dance floor. Nga nyambala white. That was my signature. Kubanga bitala byayakanga munda. I used to dress white. Era nayingira ku madala bwenti nga nzikirira bwenti. So that's when the debutante dancing troupe also comes in. It's a SOBI. You know, everybody suddenly drifted apart and life took its direction. Falling out of education. So what I would speculate eventually after that, when I remember Echoes closing it down, I mean it had become Horizons, it closes down I think in 95. Yeah. When I was Makaya vacation, the vigor had gone. Everything had died off. So a lot of kids drifted. So now droppings out of school, their life took a different direction. So Zemo Kulaba, after so many years, what befell of PADDY, SOBI, it kind of it didn't sit well. It didn't sit well with my thinking process. So in a minute. What went wrong here? Okay? What could have been right at the time? So the perspective of that is either when he fell through the cracks. What I mean, probably he drifted. Dropping out of school, let me use those words. What else were you left to do? Or if you didn't have your parents hands-on, what I call tough love, never kubeerako. Wakati mseyo kati nga babita bikiri endongo. It wasn't even something sanitized. Abana bagenze mu kikeesa, abana bali mu bizibya. So there was always this label or the stigma. Nti nenga abana baali babinyumirwa gwe senga mwala balayini yabeeranga mu echoes bannange mulida where the people come on mujja mu bagaye bawulize King Singayagera, king of the dance floor kiraba banga dance taunge gwako the first weekend 700 shillings ne 200 shillings transport back and forth kati olonganze nva kamocha mukimanye nti Kampala ebiseera ebyo nga balina flat fee 200 shillings nga zezikutambuza mu Kampala wakati 200 then 400 nga weyengere kati most people abana bonna balimba mu Kampala awo vanajja nankombi sirenje bibiri nva kamocha sirenje bibiri nva ntinda 25 nga sente nto small money so akati musajja wange SOBI oyo sadda mumulaba kakati but that name became synonymous with being on the wrong side of the law. You don't pay attention, because you're hearing a pseudonym. A pseudonym, and it's not unlike me, everybody. People would say they don't know my real names. Bamanyi Kegus. Kegus go bamanyi. People Kegus oyo. Guy, Kegus. No. What's my name? People tell me. So that's the same scenario. That is just SOBI. All those things, that break the law and kind of things, mixed together. But however, that makes him that makes him a villain. But the thing is, yemuntu goali at some point the world is a big world, the world is a big space, and you seem to have the best of everything. What else do you think about when you're 14 or 15 people? Tell me. They're at a generation where you so those who are left behind, those who drifted, we had our hustle, remember senior phone ngamba, bobo yagala kusoma, nonya school fees. So I had to give up one thing to prove one thing. Era amazina mengi esonyiwa. Nenkola ki? Nintandika okukola mu Echoes. Omwami nanyini club at the time, Charles Twagira. Yampa olunaku. Era nindeliveranga nga buli weekend. Nga muletera abaana Transday, baana ba Caltech, baana ba Makerere College, Makerere High, Chitante, Kololo, nga bamanyi, nga babu complimentary opapula wabana abamu banyambanga. Ne babutambuza ne bayingirira bwerere things like guy could just be so like the bit. Kati yefuka Paramount Investments Entertainment. I had set the trajectory, people. But the challenge was for me to finish my A-levels. That's what school fees is mala. Yani soma Uncle Mane to Makerere High, Kegus always are set. Ngatibamanyiti zebera collection zetukoze the night before, the day before. Ba twakola ku Sunday collections unazana tuzijira ngabane nsaswa buli kimu, then take the returns on the bus on Monday after school in the evening. But we to byalinga. So just SOBI bananga. Of course there's this. And he's done so much bad to people. But he, of course, did he have accomplices? Was he set up to self-destroy? You know what I mean? Or did he just get lost in the whole? At Ifeabamu, we have coping mechanisms. Even me, when I became a billionaire, I tell that it was when I made a lot of good decisions, because everything becomes very precarious. The worst of the mistakes can be made at that time, because you think you can either get your way around, buy your way around, blah, 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 things like that. So by 2004, when I made that decision, I had made prior decisions. Then about London, Ninsja, Nenkola shopping holiday. Imagine stories. Then I came back to study. And I had cancer. Then 4 years later, Mazen graduating there. I was very proud. Only that my mom wasn't there. I did it for her, but it was all guiding me. Then It was curtain call. Biembagambe kati Bobby Wine ndi naye mu Ange Noir era kati buli omwe yanda bange n'abamu abali bakola mbona bonna nga bamanye omuvuka yagaggawala yo omuvuka yagaggawala kyannuma nnyo okulaba abantu be nnali nabo nga nkyali junior nga bakyali mu bino kati ze nnyingira ndi mugagga but I didn't sit well with me kati bakyakola kimu they should just. But of course, we don't have any direction in Mubulamu. My direction had taken another. It was a windfall. It just took off. And in conclusion, there are lessons we've learned. Of course, there's the anger, there's the whatever. But in what context do you contextualize something? Even the villain is a good guy. One of our movies, the villain can be a good guy. But in the movie, it ends when everybody's excited. Hey, he's the hero, whatever. So it's not a movie. It's life. This is life, I'm telling you. So, nze sijja kubeera n'opinion ziri subjective. Kiraba nti anti keguse ate muli yali mubbi yali bitya ebyo. There is what they call even white collar crime. There is what they call blue collar crime. There is all sorts of crime. Kiraba nabbisa pen naye aba mubbi kubanga ayinza okubba ssente nga z'abalwadde ne batabajjanjaba. Bingi, you cannot be morally and ethically correct, So, well, that's life. And yomi agambye byagambye buli omu soje mubbi abena ku 40 days whatever kimuya. So omuntu yenna omugezi, I repeat, weewalenga nnyo okubeera very subjective. I tell you, you can be caught on the wrong side. But it's a question genuinely. I think he took a wrong direction in life. When I saw familiar with is a step of so he had a lot in mind to achieve. Maybe I will trust kumanya, but definitely he's not somebody who was teyali mwana wa kusitreat nti bano ba no. He must have been coming from a very stable family, but abana batabukanga mubimanyi. So ekimutwala ekimutute and so there are lessons to learn, but of course they are directed towards anger. But same old is a kegusi being partial. I don't take sides because they want chawa. I wish her the very best. Ngababulira nzinze nagaba enyumba billionaire mansion nejimu and you know what, I'm living for a long shot. Zagala kuwestingira time yobede ku Mufulu's Paradise nti ate enyumba yiyo tuli mu fang restaurant au kugone Greenland Towers. And that was it. That was the best decision we both made at the time. And she moved on, began a family. She's high flying. Waguru. Money. Guy, you must be in trouble. No. Omuntu nganze nebekabera kapira gubaita dangerous opponent. You come in toteba naye ngo omuzannyo omupira ogutabula, you just I say everybody, you just pump pressure, then the strikers come in and then they score. Gubaita midfielder okuzanyira wakati ogugwo kati coach yachi balinaga nti I need a character in the center here. ate batera muyingiza towards the end of first half obanga abeera striking opponent nti nja muteeka wali nga you follow football, don't you? You follow football, don't you? So that's what I mean. So kankomao and byebyo tewayi kyamaanyi. So mbadde nagala kukitangaza kino ekintu kya SOBI nali mumanyi twakula ffenna twacakalanga ffenna ng'abavubuka. Although this story is going to go back to when I didn't have echoes, Tambla, you know, whatever was going on in Kampala at the time and the good things we were doing, in a chivuka echoes ya nyumanga. People, abamu nange they lasted like biasanga mu echoes balaba bali married. Vamos no betwa meeting iranga. Boys' school, girls' school, holiday, meet up and all that. People had their first kisses in horizons. Bao kubanga slows. DJ Ronnie. Hi. Nibajja kamatana gakendera gati. Onakola abwo ino kunonyo munyigo wa nyigira. Anyway, let me stop there, man. It's just about it. Let's go. But anyway, chitalonyo. Bulamu bwebo, bulamu bwa kiseera. And emboze bwa kunyumya. So, nebibi nebirungi byonna byebimu. Peace. Okidoki. Budde buzibye. Kegusi yo.